Hey guys, my name is Linux and welcome back once again to Subnautica. So last time we got a lot done and we have a lot of lore to get through, so let's get right into it. We're gonna find out what happened to the Degassi. So let's see. So that's gonna be, yep, in our databank. Degassi survivors. Look at all this stuff. Whew. Okay. So we have Bart Torgal's log 1, 2, and 3. Degassi voice log 1, 2, 4, and 6. So it would appear that there is another Degassi base somewhere that we will still need to cover. Also, I'm sorry if I keep checking my camera. I'm trying to figure out how to be a little bit more in frame so I can crop off more of the side. And I'm just hoping that that this is gonna work out with where I'm sitting. I'm gonna move my mic though. There we go. Now it's a bit more in front of me. Alright, so let's listen to Bart Torgal's log 1, 2, and 3.
I thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out of the window and sometimes I think how lucky I am to see this world up close. Back on the island, I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. The fish, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball. Snakes twice the length of a habitat compartment. Certainly, it's not all friendly. Most of the plant life is toxic. Learned that the hard way. But I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors. And when they don't cover our dietary needs, well, we eat the fish themselves. It's a bit gross, but it's nothing they wouldn't do. I've been attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says understanding is power. That the more we know about this planet, the more we can use it to our advantage. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy without proper equipment and network access, but the old-fashioned way, observing, taking notes, testing theories, shows me the world in a way a spectroscopic analysis never could. Lately, I've been watching the crab snakes. They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in. What they don't eat settles on the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feeds the herbivores, and so the chain continues. Co-evolution gives me the fuzzies.
So, just to kind of cover something that we haven't touched on because we haven't had food turned on, is he says eating fish is gross, and that is something that the PDA covers if you have food turned on the first time that you cook a fish with the, I was trying to see if I could see it in frame, but I can't, the regular synthesizer that we make a majority of our stuff from, is that the people of this world, wherever they're from, all of these people are used to a fully synthesized diet. They've never eaten just like creatures. Like, they don't eat pork, they don't eat like cows, chicken, nothing like that. They eat anything that is synthesized, just to kind of cover that a little bit. So apparently the way that he said it there was the correct way to say it. Marble melons. I was struggling with that in the last video. I could not figure out the right way to say that word. But I apparently did still get the name of those horrible big snake guys that kept trying to attack us. Crab snakes. And those guys are really big. So let's get into number 2.
Something incredible just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enameled glass. So I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have, and those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for Father, and I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed and she dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it. She shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally. She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers. On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, well, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. What's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
So with Bart Torgal's log number 2, we're getting a little bit more of the idea of the family dynamic. So on the Degassi, it was Bart Torgal, his father, who I'm not sure if he gets a name other than just that he is the captain. He seems to be very controlling, wants to be in charge, just judging from what we've heard his son say. And Marguerite, we've already confirmed from the other logs that we've read about her and from what Emissary Kassar said, that she's very just like gung-ho, kind of does what she wants sort of person. And we still don't know anything about the Mongolian states, which is where she grew up apparently. But it seems to be that they're a bit more liberal there, if you will, because all of the other characters that we've heard sound very proper, well-to-do, like kind of a British type accent. And Marguerite seems to be from a different region than they are. So she seems to be a little bit more gung-ho, like very get right into it, get your hands dirty sort of person, versus these guys who are very prim, proper, well-to-do, scientific, but don't want to get their hands dirty.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
So this is the log that we picked up first, and that is why I said we didn't want to listen to it first, because it kind of really, cuts to the quick a bit. Because if we don't find a way to cure ourselves and get off the planet, this is our reality. What happened to Bart Torgal and the rest of the crew of the Degassi will inevitably happen to us. He talks about here his ill health, and we do kind of have to assume that that is from the Kara bacterium, because he also mentions previously that they did eat the fish that are contagious. They have the bacterium in them. So as of right now, we do not know explicitly what happened to his father or Marguerite, just that he is no longer with them. They got separated somehow, or they both perished in untold circumstance. I'm not really too sure if we get any more story on that or not. Hopefully we'll get some more clues about what happened to the rest of them later. The only person we for sure know what happened is Bart. And by the time that we have found his PDA, he was long deceased and became a part of the planet, like he said, because there was nothing left of him in that observatory that we went into where we found this PDA. So on that quite grim note, we're gonna move along to the Degassi voice log 1.
This island is a godsend.
Paul.
Look
Sorry,
out of the
his name is
window.
Paul.
No predators, fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship, and your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
Alright, so his name is Paul. Sorry about that. I forgot that they did give him a name in the Degassi logs. So that's actually very interesting because Paul sounds Scottish, but his son sounds British. And Marguerite sounds very kind of like Wild Western type. So we have a lot of different accents and personalities that are kind of coming up to play, for lack of better phrasing, happening after the Degassi crashed. So let's go along into Degassi voice log number 2. They're talking about a storm.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bard, Torgal has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. No staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Alright, yeah, she definitely sounds very, what we would call Southern, at least American Southern. Oh my goodness, I just realized. I am so sorry if my voice quality hasn't been great. Fortunately, we've been spending most of our time listening to these, and I haven't really been talking all that much. But I am sorry, I didn't realize that that was still on until I was like, I wonder why I'm so cold. So we have a bit of conflict happening here between Marguerite and Paul. Paul wants to stay in charge, and even his son now is challenging his authority because he sees a lot of logic in what Maida, or Marguerite, is saying. Technically, both names are correct. It's Marguerite Maida. That's her full name. So things are getting a bit tense for the Degassi crew, and we have no idea, by the way, how many original passengers or crew were on their original ship. We don't know if there were more in terms of crew aside from Paul, Marguerite, and Bard Torgal. But those are the 3 that are left. That's all we know. I don't think we're ever really told if there's more crew either.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
So what they are referring to is the purple tablet that I actually did find up on the island. And it seems odd to me that when they went down into the ocean, I guess they must all have had the intentions of coming back to the surface together because they left it there. I don't understand why they would have argued about it and then left something that seems so important to all parties involved. Bart, of course, is taking the scientific standpoint. He wants to study it and figure out what it does. Marguerite is just looking at it from the logical standpoint of, this is evidence of there was somebody else here, and it probably wasn't humans. And, of course, Paul is taking the financial standpoint, which he seems to do in every single one of these logs. He seems to only be interested in a financial aspect, and aside from that, the only thing that seems to be remotely important to him is his son, which is good, but he does seem to put money at the top. So we have one more log to listen to from the Degassi crew. Degassi voice log number 6. Deeper, because, you know, punctuation. Dramatic.
We're already 200 meters below sea level. You want to go deeper?
Look around us, Chief. Water leaking through the hull, water outside the hatch. We're drowning real slow. If rescue arrives, whatever shot us down, it's gonna do it again and again until it's shut off. You see an off switch around here, Chief?
Why would it any more likely be half a kilometer down?
Your kid found something on the scanner. There's something down there. Something that shouldn't be.
You're mad.
I'm going all the same, and I have an idea you two are gonna follow. But if you do, be mindful. Your authority stopped at sea level.
Alright, so, you know, just from listening to this, it really seems like Paul Torgal is not a good captain. He is extremely overly cautious. He's not listening to any of the scientific evidence. Marguerite had, like, military experience and everything like that. Yeah, mind you, she might not have been, like, a captain or anything like Paul was, but she seems quite knowledgeable in a lot of, like, street smart kind of ways that would really, really benefit you to listen to on an alien planet like this. And he just kind of is coming across to me like an idiot for not listening to her, if I'm going to be completely honest. So this log, of course, was recorded from the base that's in the Jelly Mushroom Cave. So it does seem like Bart wanted to go deeper because he probably picked up one of those other sites that we saw the logs of where the data was corrupted. But he picked it up. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my hair off my face. It's tickling me a little bit. So he picked some of that up on a scanner. And of course, it probably came across to him like it came across to our PDA, just a massive energy signature. And I love it that Marguerite points out we got shot down because there's no evidence that they went to the enforcement platform. But she obviously studied the ship and probably used scrap from that like we're using from the Aurora. And she's like, look, we got shot down. I looked at that. We were shot down. And whatever shot us down, it's gonna keep on happening. We're not getting rescued. And we need to find a way to turn it off. That is really, really interesting detail to me, that she was able to figure that out without even ever going to the enforcement platform. Because I have absolutely no doubt in my mind that if Marguerite found the enforcement platform and realized what was going on, she would have found a way to turn that thing off, because she seems quite clever. So I do want to take a look. Okay. Alright. So we did get the propulsion cannon, the stasis rifle. Oh my, we got a lot of stuff. So we can grow things right outside. We can set up some lights. We can grow stuff inside. We still do need more fragments for this, by the way. But the modification station is really handy because we can alter the actual blueprints of things that we already have. For example, I think that we do need this to convert high-capacity tanks to lightweight high-capacity tanks, which means I think that they just take up like a slightly less amount of our inventory space. And this just kind of, yeah, covers that that's a thing we've seen. Spotlights, water filtration system. So this is really cool. Sorry, I heard a bang. I guess a fish ran into my base. However, it's not something that we need. I'm kind of tempted to start turning on full survival mode. I'm sorry, I cannot talk today. So here's our cave crawlers. Let's see. So I'm just going to go over the assessment. The assessment for this creature is necessary waste recycler, avoid or incapacitate. So that explains why we didn't see Bard's body. Because those things were all over the island. They got attracted to his body and just stayed up there, hoping for something else. They're like, I don't know, any of the variety of bugs that we have on Earth that eat dead bodies. Help to return everybody from whence they came. And I swear, all of these look just so much weirder in these illustrations from the scans. They just look a lot more dire. Trypophobia warning for anybody who has that for the speckled rattler. I'm sorry, I should have realized that before I clicked on it. And then that, yeah, just some basic information. So I think we've gone through everything. Okay, see, this is what I was hoping for. So now we can make enamel glass, which is great because that means we'll be able to build the observatory. I'm pretty sure we do need enamel glass to be able to make that. And we can get that from the dum-dum stalkers if we just, like, leave piles of salvage around. They'll just bonk into it, picking it up, and, like, knock their teeth out. They're not the smartest of fish boys. So, let's see. What else did we get? Aw, our Reginald we had to drop. I want to find another one. I want to have one in one of our aquariums that we have here. So, yep. We have beacons now. That's right. I'm just kind of giving myself a refresher. So, ultra high capacity tank. Yeah, we need 4 lithium to be able to make that. Oh my goodness. I love the thermoblade. The thermoblade is so effective. Oh, and now we can do glass compartments and glass bottom L compartments. And those just look nice. They're very pretty. Scanner room, we still need 2 more pieces for. Yep, I was right. 2 things of enamel glass and 1 thing of titanium to make an observatory. And those are really cool because you can just, like, stick a chair in there and sit in there and look around at all of the things that are around you. And then, of course, we got the bulkhead, which doesn't take a whole lot to make. And I like that because it does make it feel more realistic. And here we go. They talked about the containment chamber, but of course we don't have any of the bits for it yet. But that's what it looks like. And those eggs that we picked up, we'll be able to grow our very own fish friends. Not saying that they will like us though, but we can have them. Let's see. Okay, battery charger. I'm so excited. Okay. We can make this right now and charge all those dead batteries. That is lovely. Okay, so we just need a wiring kit, which is 2 pieces of silver, copper wire, which is 2 pieces of copper, and then 1 piece of titanium. And we still need 2 more pieces, or fragments, if you will, for the modification station. Oh, we can just automatically make those. Oh, that's great. We can also make a swivel chair. I keep hearing things hitting the side of the base. And we can also make the wall planter, which just takes 1 piece of titanium. I've never tried to actually plant anything on the wall planter. So if we're going to go about this realistically, then we should probably move our tools and stuff to a different location. So let's grab our habitat builder. First, before we do anything else, I want that battery charger. So we need this locker. I think we have everything we need to go ahead and make this. Yeah, we do. I did, yeah. Okay. Lovely. I think that should do it. So, wiring kit. Copper wire. And go find a location for that. Alright. So just scooch in a little bit. I think what I want to do is move the stuff that we have in the hallway into this room. Okay. There it is. Yes. Battery charger. And I'm going to put this one down here. So maybe when we get the power cell charger, we can put that up there. We can stack them on that wall, and that'll be like, I don't know, it'll be cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that and then deconstruct this. And I don't think I really showed you guys how easy this is to just move things. It's so easy. You just deconstruct it and then you just plop it down wherever you want it. So you know what, for right now this will be like our command center wall. So we can just put this down right here. And we have our medical kit, fabricator, and then we can put this about, yeah, like here in the middle. It should be fine. And we do have some radio transmissions to listen to as well. I totally forgot. And the great thing about deconstructing lockers, it doesn't do it anymore. You used to be able to just deconstruct them and it would transfer all of those items into your inventory, which I really liked, but that's okay. All we need to do is just take everything out, come back in here, and then I want to pop this down here, yeah. And then we can put like a power cell charger there, or I can always just scoot the radio over, whichever, and then we can just relabel that right like that. All done. So I still think it's funny we got chips. Okay, so we have quite a few batteries to charge. I do actually kind of want to put all those power cells in the storage in the CMOS. Sorry again for not getting rid of it, but it's too handy to get rid of. We don't really particularly need the flashlight or the flares, and we don't need to carry around 1,000,000 health kits. Gosh, we have a lot of batteries to charge. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna move the radio. I have a better idea now. So what I'm gonna do, so we can charge everything quickly, is I'm gonna make 2 battery chargers. And we're just gonna move this right here. We're gonna double stack because I'm pretty sure we have the materials to be able to make another one. All right. Beautiful. All right, what needs charging? Okay, equip. Equip. I am getting some weird noises from this thing. I don't know if y'all will be able to hear it in the playback, but it sounds very strange. Okay. Cool. It's the battery charger making that noise. All right. So, what I want to do is make another one. If I could remember what I was doing for more than a second. I keep forgetting when I need to use the habitat builder and the fabricator. Alright, so yeah, we don't have the materials to make another one. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. So what I do want to do though is let's switch out everything for fresh batteries. Yeah, that's a really good idea actually. Alright, and our scanner has, it doesn't say how much battery that has. 99, 54. Okay, that's pretty good. So we did have another one that was 0%. Okay. And then we'll just put away this one. Bam. And I don't think that there's anything else we can build right now. I'm so sorry. My throat is so dry today. Alright. Oh, I was going to put in a bulkhead. I completely forgot. Why I was moving everything. I am so sorry, y'all. Okay. So for the bulkhead, I think we just need some titanium. Sorry, my mouse sensitivity was really low again. Just keeps resetting itself. I don't know why. Okay. So, interior pieces. Okay, so we need 3 of those and 1 silicone. That's fine. I'm pretty sure we have all of that. So we just need 1 more. And then, there it is. Silicone. This is why I keep everything so organized. Alright. Oh no, can we not put it in there? Aww. You know, what we could do is grab a whole bunch more of that. Let's go outside. Deconstruct our hatch. And then we'll put on a longer entryway. And then we should be able to put down a hatch. Right? I think so anyway. Yeah, just basic. Should be good. Alright. Whoop. Excellent. And then we can just pop the hatch back on. Cool.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It'll definitely let us do it now. Yes. And now I feel like I should have left all that stuff in here. Don't worry, I'm not going to move it again. I'll just do that on my own time. So we can have, like, our command center here in the front hallway. I like that very much. Okay. Yeah, so I kind of defeated my own purpose in what I just did, but I will worry about that later. There we go. Just trying to put that away. Let's listen to this.
This is Altera HQ. This may be your only communications window. We can't send a rescue ship all the way out there, so Aurora, you're just gonna have to meet us halfway. We've uploaded blueprints to the ship's computer.
Doing a sandwich run, you in?
Yeah, give me a second. Black box data shows the high security terminal in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Becky's leaving like in 5 minutes.
All right, well, tell Becky I'll just take the regular.
The regular.
Yeah, she'll know what I mean. The code should
And
be...
if she doesn't?
Just tell her the regular, dude.
Okay.
The
If
code...
I say regular, she's like, what's the regular? I have to come all the way back up here.
The code should be 2679. The regular's just
Oh.
a ham and cheese.
Okay, would you just say ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese!
Okay.
Okay. 2679. We're going to need that, obviously. Okay. That was very strange and candid. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what I want to do right now, though, because I'm not sure I want to go to the ship yet. Decisions. Okay, so... Love it. It's just that little touch of realism. Very nice. I'm honestly debating right now if I want to keep this video nice and short or if I want to go and do something. Because as usual, it's a work night for me and I do have to get up quite early. And I'm surprised that just listening to all of those logs we picked up honestly took that long. That was kind of surprising for me. So let me check out some of these beacons. Data downloads. Codes and clues. Oh, okay, cool. It writes it down for us. I was worried about that for a second there. I did also write it down myself, but just in case, you never know. So, where else could we go? It's very far away. Down there. This is why I like that this kind of pokes out of the water. So I can just stand up here and try and figure out what's going on. 75 meters down. 1,004 meters away. Decisions. How far down was that? Okay, so that was only 100 meters down and 506, so it's double the distance. But only a little farther down.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright. We have everything we need, right? I am not going to be that dumb. Fully empty inventory. This is empty. Let's fill it. Okay. And we're just gonna close that. Because I don't know why. Okay. I am already running into everything. Okay. And we still haven't found Life Pod 6. I just realized that. Still haven't found it. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear my cat crying. Oh, I'm sorry, Fish. He really wants to hang out with me. But if I let him come hang out with me, he's going to want to sit in my lap. What was that? A stalker, I guess? Looks like mobile vehicle bay. Okay. Oh, sand shark. Hoverfish! Those guys are also cute, but I've already got them. There's those stalkers. Again. don't like them. Yeah. They are attacking my ship. Because they really like metal. Okay. Not sure what area we are headed towards at this moment. Ooh. Pretty! Oh, what are those guys? Do you see them? Huh. Okay. Alright. Kind of trying to mind my depth. This
The
is
biomass
very...
in this area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint all-terra vehicle signatures.
Excuse me? Was that you guys? Dominated by biomass. I'm guessing they mean these. Or she means these. 138. Okay, I'm okay. I'm alright. It's so hard with the field of view. Yeah, see, it just kind of loads in. I don't want to crash. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Yeah, I guess it's those guys making that noise. That's a bone shark. Up close, by the way. These little wispy guys, we don't really need to worry about them, but the bone sharks just are not our biggest fans. Sorry, I thought I saw something else. You guys sound weird though. I'm just trying to be very cautious about where I am, because stuff just keeps loading in really close to me, and I don't want to crash. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so here's Life Pod 13. We found it. That was pretty easy, actually. This is a neat area, though. This is pretty cool. I said picking up faint signature. Alright, we've got our lights aimed at Life Pod. Oh! Alright, here we go.
Integrating new PDA data.
I don't think there's anything else in here we can really get. Alright, where's that bone shark? Alright, I don't see him anywhere. I'm gonna go try and scan this. And if he attacks me, well, that's what I get for being dumb. Yes! So, there you guys go. That's the big submarine. The Cyclops. We got another radio transmission. So, I wonder where they said that signature was coming from. Oh gosh, there's more of this. This thing is huge. This is so hard to navigate, though. I really wish field of view worked just slightly better in this game. Because it's just like, not there, and then it's there. Yeah. Kind of stressful when you're trying not to mess up your ship. Yeah, I really can only see a very small fragment of what's around me. Like, you guys can see, it's like a little square. It's kind of set up in a grid. What's this? try to get in a little closer. Ooh. That's a big hunk of maybe copper. I'm gonna see what this is. Lithium. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. Yes! Cool. Excellent. So, since I know you guys can't see, that just said we have 2 out of 3. These are really neat looking, though. I want to scan this. Tree mushroom. Very lovely. I think that's salt. Is that salt? Yeah, it's salt. I have no idea what's down there. We're 166 meters down already, so our oxygen is going quick. Let's get back. Alright. Yeah, they really don't seem to mean us any harm. They're just kind of hanging out. Trying to see if I can see anything down there. It doesn't look to be very deep. Ooh, sorry, fish. I don't like it when I hit the ones that don't mean me any harm. Alright, I do see a bunch of sandstone deposits. So I guess this is a good area to look for them in. So hard to adjust, like just up and down. It looks like I could go in there myself. I just don't know how I feel about that right at this moment. This video is already an hour long, is what I was trying to say. So we might need to head back for now and then save some investigation for another day. Yeah, I definitely don't want to mess with that guy. They don't do a whole lot of damage, but they're not friendly. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. I know, I'm on your turf. I'm sorry. That's so weird. I'm sure it's gonna show up in the video because it did last time I said. But look, you can see your house right there. You can see the windows. We're very close. Very close by. I'm just kind of trying to see if I can see anything else. Okay, there's some sand sharks over there. This field of view is not great. And I'm always worried that something is just gonna be like okay, I think that just goes back up to where we were. Hello. I don't like the noises you guys make, but I'm glad that you guys are peaceful. That's very good for me. Alright, so I'm gonna head back up this way. Because I think what I'm gonna have to do for the time being is head back. Okay, so that's just, yeah, the floating island area. Okay, so that's what was right around the corner there. Was just that. Okay, good to know. I thought I saw something handy, but I suppose not. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh, I hit one of the adorable fish. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Alright, so as usual, to try to avoid the stalkers, we're gonna skim right along the top of these creep vines so that we don't get too into their turf. Oh, now the music wants to kick in. It would have been so much less eerie in that area if just some of the music had kicked in. The music is odd in this game, just like with how it decides to cut in sometimes. You can go through whole areas and it's just completely silent, and then all of a sudden it comes in and it's like, oh yeah, everything's fine. It's strange a little bit. Alright. So.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
That was a little bit laggy, but that's okay. Let's see what happened to LifePod 13's crew. That was Emissary Kassar. Okay.
Live pod launch sequence initiated. Entering planetary atmosphere.
My creators, the cherishers and sustainers of worlds, give me this day my daily pleasures as I give to those who seek pleasures from me.
External temperature approaching critical levels.
Show me the path. In life, truth, and love for mine is the power. I am the one. On and off and on again.
Impact imminent.
Life is a game which the universe plays with itself. I am done playing as this bundle of flesh. Return me.
Whew. So, by the sound of it, Emissary Kassar did die on impact. His life pod got too hot. That I would say would be a terrifying way to go. In all truth, that's a scary way to go. But it sounds like he had just kind of like had enough of all of this. I'm kind of wondering if maybe he knew a little bit about this planet. Like a little, a little bit more than anyone else did. Because he also apparently knew who Marguerite was. Very, very, very suspicious that he would rather just be done with it than try to survive on this planet. Oof, heavy stuff. That does not bode too well for us as far as our chances go. But I know we didn't really get a whole bunch done this game, but we do finally have our battery charger, and I will be looking into what I need to make the stasis rifle so that we can poke around some more in that new area that we just found, because now that we know where LifePod 13 is, we can poke around that general area. And as usual, if you like the video and you like Subnautica, please give the video a big ol' thumbs up. It does really help me out a lot when you do that. And please consider subscribing to my channel. And I will see all of you in a bit in the next video.